Today's video is about the Titanic, tragedy and discovery. The sinking of the RMS Titanic on April 15, 1912, remains one of the most infamous maritime disasters in history. The unsinkable luxury liner met a tragic end on its maiden voyage, leading to the loss of over 1,500 lives. Over the years, the story of the Titanic has captivated the world, and its discovery in 1985 added a new chapter to this tale of tragedy and exploration. The Titanic, a marvel of engineering and opulence, set sail from Southampton, England on April 10, 1912. It was bound for New York City, carrying a mix of passengers ranging from wealthy elites to those seeking a new life in America. 4 days into the journey, on the night of April 14th, the Titanic struck an iceberg in the North Atlantic. Despite warnings from other vessels about ice in the area, the ship's crew was unable to avert disaster, and the Titanic ultimately sank in the early hours of April 15th. One of the contributing factors to the high loss of life was the insufficient number of lifeboats on board. The Titanic, designed to be unsinkable, did not have enough lifeboats to accommodate all passengers and crew. The sinking of the Titanic revealed both acts of heroism and heartbreaking stories. Many passengers and crew displayed remarkable courage in the face of disaster, while others faced tragic circumstances. The loss of life, particularly among third-class passengers, highlighted societal inequalities. The exact location of the Titanic's resting place remained a mystery for decades. In 1985, oceanographer Dr. Robert Ballard, along with a Franco-American expedition, located the wreckage nearly 12,500 feet below the surface of the North Atlantic. The discovery of the Titanic revealed that the ship had split into two main sections upon sinking. Despite the harsh conditions at the ocean depths, the wreckage was remarkably well preserved due to the cold temperatures and lack of light. Numerous expeditions followed the initial discovery, utilizing submersibles and remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, to explore and document the wreckage. These missions provided unprecedented views of the ship's interior and artifacts, contributing to scientific knowledge and historical understanding. Over the years, efforts were made to recover artifacts from the Titanic site, including personal belongings, china, and other items. These artifacts have not only provided insight into the daily lives of those on board, but have also sparked ethical debates about their retrieval. The sinking of the Titanic led to significant changes in maritime safety regulations. The disaster highlighted the need for improved safety measures, including sufficient lifeboats for all passengers, better communication systems, and increased awareness of the dangers of iceberg-infested waters. The story of the Titanic has permeated popular culture through books, films, and documentaries. The tragedy has become a symbol of human hubris, the consequences of overconfidence, and the fragility of technological triumphs. The sinking of the Titanic is a somber chapter in maritime history that continues to resonate with people around the world. The discovery of the wreckage has not only allowed for scientific exploration, but also serves as a poignant memorial to the lives lost on that fateful night. The Titanic's legacy endures as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the profound impact of tragedy and the ongoing quest for knowledge and understanding. What led to the sinking of the Titanic, and how did the disaster unfold? The sinking of the Titanic was caused by a collision with an iceberg on the night of April 14, 1912. Despite warnings of ice in the area, the ship's crew was unable to avert disaster, and the Titanic sank in the early hours of April 15, 1912. How many lives were lost in the Titanic disaster? And what were the contributing factors to the high loss of life? Over 1,500 lives were lost in the Titanic disaster. Contributing factors to the high loss of life included the insufficient number of lifeboats on board, the belief in the ship's unsinkability, and societal inequalities that affected the evacuation process. When was the wreckage of the Titanic discovered, and by whom? The wreckage of the Titanic was discovered in 1985 by oceanographer Dr. Robert Ballard during a Franco-American expedition. The ship was located nearly 12,500 feet below the surface of the North Atlantic. How was the Titanic wreckage preserved, and what scientific insights have been gained from its exploration? The Titanic wreckage was remarkably well preserved due to the cold temperatures and lack of light at the ocean depth. Scientific insights gained from the exploration include the ship split into two sections upon sinking, the state of preservation of various structures, and the recovery of artifacts that offer glimpses into daily life on board. What impact did the Titanic disaster have on maritime safety regulations? And how has its legacy been portrayed in popular culture? The Titanic disaster led to significant changes in maritime safety regulations, including improvements in lifeboat capacity, communication systems, and navigational practices. The story of the Titanic has permeated popular culture through books, films, and documentaries, serving as a symbol of human hubris and the consequences of overconfidence. Like the video and remember to subscribe to our channel